So right now I'm working on my Bible study, and it's talking about vision and saying the importance of staying focused. And I learned that one way that we stay focused in life is knowing our purpose in life, also our life goals. Because the Bible says, without a vision, what will happen? We perish because we don't have a vision. We don't have anything we're working towards. We don't know our purpose. And that's what I want to come into, talking about how the devil will distract us because we don't know our purpose, and we don't know what to be doing with ourselves. So it's easy to be distracted when we don't know what the mission is, when we don't know what the life purpose is. So it's easy to be distracted, and a lot of times that's how the enemy keep us distracted, because of those things. We don't know them. So this right here is just teaching us how to define our life purpose and life goals. And if you don't have a Bible study book, you really should get one, because this is what I've been using, for years. And I just started, doing the book all over again, just so that I can stay focused, because it's just like a refresher. And also, I'm reading one of the scriptures. Let me go. It's in John. So hold on, let me read that. Okay, so the question is for me to identify. It says, what did Jesus say his purpose for living was? Okay, so in John 4:31 to 34, it says, his disciples urged him to eat something, but he said to them, I have food to eat that you know nothing about. Then his disciples said to each other, could someone have brought him food? And Jesus said, my food is to do the will of God and finish his works. So I'm gonna tell you why that spoke to me this morning, because it reminded me of something. So I've been a homebody. I like to get out every now and then. One of my favorite things is like arcade and bowling. So that's more of my speed. But however, I'm a homebody. But I always try to tell people that I'm satisfied, because people be like, oh, you need to get out, you need to live life, because we live in a society where it's all about traveling. It's all about living lavish. It's all about, keeping up with the next person, or who's out and about, who's in the city. It's all about that. So when I tell people I'm a homebody and I like to just chill, they don't understand that. But this scripture just explained it for me. That is the same feeling I feel. Like I have this satisfaction that people don't know nothing about, because my satisfaction comes from me doing the will of God, or me living in my purpose. Come on now, catch them diamonds. And that's what I've been trying to say for a very long time. I'm satisfied. My satisfaction comes from doing my purpose, because it just something about it. It feeds you doing God's will, or whatever your purpose is in life. It don't have to just be something in ministry. It could be anything. Whatever you were put here for, your purpose, your skills, how you add to the world. So when you know your purpose and you have vision, come on now, you have a satisfaction unlike other people. And it's not saying they're wrong for wanting to go out and hang out and do their thing, but they don't understand that satisfaction you get from living in your lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've been trying to say for a long time. I'm satisfied. I don't need to be outside. And as a woman, I don't want to be outside all the time, So this just resonated with me a lot this morning. And I encourage you to know your purpose in life and your life goals, so that you can have something to focus on, so you don't feel like your life is just a waste. Because I'm coming to tell you this morning, your life is not a waste. You have purpose as well. Come on now. You have some talents as well. Things that you don't know about, because you got to understand, I didn't know this about myself either. I didn't know I was a motivational speaker. I didn't know everything that I'm living right now. I didn't know nothing about it. And so, in other words, you don't know everything about yourself, because you haven't got to that point. I remember when I was 23 years old and I wasn't seeing life happen for me, because you're praying, but you don't see anything. And I'm just like, God, I'm 23 years old. What's up? What's going on? We got to get to the good stuff, and it's not about your age. So if you feel like you're getting old and you're not seeing nothing, it's not about the number. It is about the mind. It is about the maturity. It is about the development, because the more you you develop in life, and the more you pass the test, and the more you stay consistent with God, the more you can get to your blessings and your stuff in life. Because I had to go back and think about it. Everything I went through was necessary for me to get to this point, to be able to give what I'm giving to the world. You know what I'm saying? Or people that tune in with me. I had to go through all of that. And don't, like I said, the age don't have nothing to do with it. It's all about the development within. Come on now, catch them diamonds. And so, and also, and another thing is, you might think, well, I'm getting older. I ain't bought my first house. I'm getting older. I still got to buy a vehicle. I'm getting older. I don't have my credit not good. Or I'm getting older. I ain't had a full-time job. Let me tell you something. I experienced all of that too. I didn't start getting a lot of things that I have now until I got after 25 years old. Probably around 25 years old. You go through those early years of 21, 22, 23, trying to figure it out. And by 25, I start, seeing myself. I start seeing more about me. And also, like I say, with them distractions, keep them people out your life. If they, I'm serious. You hear this all the time, but I'm telling you for real. If you are with people or around people that is not pouring into you, or they don't have nothing to pour into you, kiss them goodbye. Because that's what I had to do. No hard feelings, but you got to go, Doc. You got to go. Because you're not helping me further myself. I'm not able to help you further yourself. Some people stay stuck and they don't have a vision. So if you do have a somewhat of a vision, you better protect it, and you better get away from people who don't have no vision. And you got to get away from people who have a mindset of walking, and they have that fear in them, where it's always they thinking about how things can go wrong. You got to eliminate that type of energy. Come on now, catch them diamonds. I'm telling you what I know, because I lived it. I wouldn't tell you something if I didn't do it and see the results. I got the results. The results are in. Catch them diamonds. We're here now, right? But it comes from me eliminating things, and it also comes from me developing in life, and also staying consistent in my word. Because I was doing these type of Bible studies at 21. I'm just still in it so I can stay focused. Like they say, the importance of staying focused. And the only way I'm going to do that if I stay in the will of God. You see what I'm saying? Because when you don't stay in the will of God and you don't communicate with God and have a relationship, your life is going to feel like it's all over the place. Okay, so I'm going to close this message by saying this right here. Your life is like a book, right? Just think of a book. There are chapters. All I'm going to say is turn the page. This last chapter, it may have not been what you hoped for. Your life may not have been what you wanted to be. But turn the page, meaning keep living, keep going, keep putting your best foot forward. Turn the page, because you don't know what the next chapter is. And every day you show up in life, doing your part, you know what I'm saying? Staying committed with God. Read more, educate yourself more, be around people that tell you you can do it. Be around people that speak life into you. I'm serious. And if you don't have nobody, because at one point I didn't have nobody, I used to walk around the house talking to myself. I used to hold myself and go to sleep and tell myself what we was going to be able to do one day. I say, girl, you going to make it. Everything going to be good. I used to tell myself that and fall asleep. I kid you not. It worked. It worked. Sounds silly, but it worked. You got to talk to yourself. You got to speak over yourself. That's what I had to do. And whenever I caught myself saying things like, oh man, it ain't gonna work out, I say, you hush your mouth. It is gonna work, because you believe in God. You know God is real. You done seen God in your life. You done had favor over your life. Hush that up. It is gonna work. Things are gonna work for you. I kid you not, I used to start correcting myself. I started correcting myself probably like 5 years ago, because I had the same habit of repeating things to myself about failure. And one day I just got tired of saying those things because I didn't believe it. I seen too much of God for me to always feel like I was going to fail. So my spirit just didn't line up with my flesh anymore. My flesh got defeated. So all I'm going to tell you is turn the page. You don't know what your next chapter is. And don't let nobody tell you what your life can be. Don't let nobody dictate your life because of their life. Y'all life ain't the same. I told you before, you're not the same as them. You better quality. Catch them diamonds.